Hi everybody, I'm doing another video and I'm going to call this one My Journey because I just got back from a doctor's appointment and I am just so totally amazed at the results of this past year. As many of you know, my journey started in 2010 when I fell down some icy steps and injured my neck. And you know, the crazy thing about it is it didn't hurt. It wasn't like an injury that I, could define as an injury. All I did was I just slid down on my hands, and when I got to the sidewalk, I just happened to land on my cheekbone, but I had like 170 pounds come down on that, on my neck from my body sliding down into my, kind of twisting my neck. And that's where my journey started. I remember that whole summer I spent every day on the couch. I was in excruciating pain, crying, just not wishing, but wondering what the heck just happened to my life. I was going to school to be a medical office assistant, and all of a sudden I am in excruciating pain on my couch and I can't hardly move, and I couldn't ride in cars unless I laid down, and I just could not believe what just happened to my life. It just turned upside down. Well, fast forward to this year, and we got insurance at the beginning of the year, so I was finally able to start seeing a doctor again. Mind you, I went from 2010 until this year in really bad pain. Like, my pain level was probably a number 8 most days, and I still went on. I went through depressing times when I didn't want to get out of bed, and I spent most of my day sleeping. But I still went on. I still functioned. I still did my life. And don't ask me how, because I just hurt so bad. I couldn't even tell you how I did it, but somehow I did. And I just know that whenever I did do something, I paid for it for the next couple days, because I just hurt so bad, and I'd be in bed, and then being in bed too long hurt, so then I'd get up and move, and it was just a vicious cycle. So anyways, like I was saying, fast forward to this year, we got insurance, and I had an MRI in 2010, and because I had an MRI, my insurance company was not going to let me have another MRI on my neck. Well, my doctor pulled some punches for me and called them and said, this lady needs this MRI. She needs this to get better. And mind you, I changed doctors too. The other doctor that I had was a very nice doctor, but I kind of felt like their most interest was just putting me on pain meds and ignoring me. I think because they didn't know what to do for me. All the other doctors were saying there was nothing wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I changed doctors, and I got this wonderful doctor, and he really fought my battle for me and said, this lady needs this MRI. So they agreed, and I got my MRI, and as it turned out, my discs had degenerated so bad that there wasn't much holding them together. And when I went to see the neurosurgeon, he said to me that it was the worst case that he'd seen outside of military people that came in that had war wounds that he had to take care of. So that tells you how bad it was, and the pain that I lived in, not to mention I couldn't turn my head. I was kind of stuck in this position off to the side, and I could only tip my head maybe this far, which now I can go a little farther. I do need physical therapy to help my range of motion, but I could hardly turn left at all. If I did, it was very slow, and it was very painful, and then I had to turn right back because I just hurt so bad that my muscles wouldn't let me stay that way. Now I can turn left, and I'm do pretty okay. But what an amazing journey. The neurosurgeon did surgery. He put a titanium plate in my neck to fuse some of my discs together and put some plugs in where all of the cushions in between my discs had all gone out and degenerated and stuff. And, you know, after that surgery, everybody said, oh, you're going to feel so much better. Everybody feels so much better after the surgery. And he even said, you know, you'll walk out to the parking lot. Some people even drive home after the surgery. Well, my neck was still spasming, and I was crying right there at the hospital. And I said, it didn't work. And I was just devastated because I honestly thought that it would solve the problem, and it didn't. So thanks to my physical therapist, who said, I really think you need to see a neurologist because I think there's something more going on. Well, it got me thinking, and I started checking on stuff, and the only thing I could come up with when I was checking was this thing called dystonia. So I went back to him and I said, do you think I have dystonia? And he said, well, I'm not a doctor. I cannot tell you, give you a diagnosis, but I can tell you it really does look that way. So I went to my neurologist, and wonderful, wonderful man. Let me back up just a touch. Before I went to my neurologist, I actually met a woman. My son came to the house one day, and he said, Mom, you look like my friend's wife. He says, she has this video on Facebook. You really should see it. So I got on Facebook and I checked out her video, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like me. So I right away got in touch with her husband on Facebook, and I got in touch with her, and her name is Jennifer, and she's an amazing, amazing person with dystonia. She coordinated the walk for dystonia this past summer to bring about dystonia awareness. So anyways, the doctor that I had been her doctor, and it was really, really awesome that she knew him and he knew her, because I brought her name up in his office, and he just got all excited when he heard her name. So anyway, I went and I saw him, and the first time I saw him, he diagnosed me with what's called submental dystonia and Mears syndrome, which I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But the submental dystonia is like two dystonias together. I've got it in my neck and in my face. And the Mears syndrome is just this that you see. You see my lips, you see my eyes. Whoa, that's not part of it. So anyway, I was diagnosed with that. So at my next appointment, he gave me botox injections in this one muscle back here and across the back of my head. And after my botox injections, you know, I knew it was going to take a couple weeks and everything. Well, it did. And when it kicked in, my other muscles just went bonkers. Like they didn't know what to do. They'd lived for like 5 years this way, and they were going nuts. They're like, oh my gosh. So all of a sudden I had a new kind of pain, because this didn't hurt anymore. All my other muscles hurt. So I was wearing my neck brace, trying to get these muscles to relax. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Trying to get these muscles to relax, and I'd put on my neck brace, and then I'd take it off for a while, and I'd put it on, and I'd take it off for a while, because I was trying to get my muscles adjusted to not wearing that neck brace and to being in control now, because this muscle was no longer in control. And it really worked, and it really helped. And now I just have a muscle on this side that right about in this spot right here gives me a very, very sharp pain once in a while, which is a totally new pain, something that I haven't had before. And if it continues, I definitely will tell my neurologist about it when I go again. But I just can't believe my journey, and I can't believe how blessed I was this year to have the doctors that I have, to start out with the doctor that I have right now today. He has been an amazing blessing. To think that he would go that distance for me, because he saw that something wasn't right, and he wanted, his only goal was to make me better. So anyways, I just wanted to share this with you because I just got back from his office, and he was just totally blown away. He hadn't seen me in a couple months, and he was just totally blown away by how I was holding my head up and not spasming as much, and he was there from the start of this year, so he kind of knows and notices the differences. And even doing these videos, I see a big difference, because I know in the beginning I had a very hard time holding my head up, and I think I even did a video or two with my neck brace on. But now I have no neck brace on. My neck today is doing really well, not a lot of spasming, and I just feel amazing. You know, not to the point where I want to overdo and go run marathons or anything, but I really do feel amazing compared to what I did feel. I did feel pain every single day, and today I'm virtually pain-free, and I just can't tell you how that feels. I want to cry, but I don't want to cry because I just feel so happy and blessed that this finally is happening for me. So I want to encourage you that whatever it is in your life that you may be struggling with, to don't give up. Don't ever give up. Keep pushing on and keep just hoping and praying and knowing that one day something will happen which will turn your circumstances around. I hope you enjoy my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope that you squeeze your loved ones a little tighter and that you look at all your blessings around you, because there really are many. You're my blessing. I can't even thank you enough for watching my videos and giving me the support that you give me. I really, really appreciate that. One other way you could help me is just to share my videos to bring about dystonia awareness. A lot of doctors don't take dystonia seriously. They actually think, a lot of times they ignore the conditions and the things that people tell them are happening with them. And dystonia is real. It's a neurological disorder, and it's really real. I've done other videos about it, telling all about what dystonia is, so if you want to look it up, you know. But it's a neurological disorder, and your brain just basically forgets to tell those muscles that it's okay to turn off. And sometimes botox injections help, and sometimes they don't. And if they don't, then there's another route that they take, which is a surgery where they transplant a stimulator in your brain, which stimulates your brain to get it to do what it's supposed to do. So anyway, I hope these videos are really informative to you. I hope you get a lot out of them. I hope you share them with your friends, especially those that may have the same disorder, because I want them to know that I'm here for them, and I do this for them, because dystonia is real, and we all need to be aware of it, and it's extremely debilitating. So anyways, I just hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in another video. Bye.